guys, welcome back. I'm going to have another go at the little flowers. So let's give that a little bit of a blow, make sure there's no dust in there. This resin has been sitting here for 20 minutes. It is the Barnes Clarity. I've still got some left, so I'm using it up. That's it there. 2 parts of A to 1 part of B. So I mixed 85 grams of one and 40 of the other, because the big bottle's always heavier, like it's thicker, it's heavy, it weighs more, so 85. I'm going to try with red today. So, oh, my scale, I forgot my scale. Same as the other video. If you haven't seen that one, feel free to watch that one. Now I'm going to have red and I'm going to have white. So I'm going to put 20 grams in each of these little cups. Same as I did last time. Whoops, I've got 22. Let me just pop a little bit out. Still says 22. Oh, all right, here we go. That'll do. 21. Zero that again. And 20 grams. If you've got one of these digital scales like this one, you can press the unit button and it goes to grams, to ounces. So 18, 19, 20. If I change that to ounces, it's 0.7 of an ounce. For those that want to work in ounces, I'll put that away. So I've got my 2 little cups there. This one's going to be for my glitter. Oh, my glitters have arrived. They're such little bottles though. Oh, I just got little samples. So because I'm doing red, I've got these 2. That one's kind of a pinky red and that one's more of a red. But I'm going to see what it looks like when I've mixed them, and then I'll decide which one I'm going to put in the center. Right, Castin Craft. This is the magic paste. I haven't tried any other white pigment pastes. I will do. I'm assuming that they all work the same, but I'm still very new to this, so when I'll see if I can perfect it, try and get consistent results, and then I'll change to a different brand and see if it still works. So 20 grams of resin in there, 2 drops of Castin Craft. 1, 2. So you get 2 drops, then you get the little train that follows it. 1, 2. And that's it. Right, now I'm going to put in, give it a shake. I'm using the Pinata alcohol ink. It just helps, I think, I haven't actually done one without it, but again, I will try and see what the flower is like without the alcohol ink. Might as well. So just 1 drop into the white. And I'm hoping that this is chili pepper. I'm hoping that it's going to be strong enough to color this one. I don't really want to add a lot of ink, but I'm hoping that it'll give me a nice shade anyway. I mean, I may have to add an extra drop, but I don't really want to. Get in there. Let's see what it does. I find some inks are stronger than others and you get different colours. It smells weird, the ink. So it's not really giving me a red at all. I think what I'll do is I've got some resin tint there. And I'm going to go and put a drop of that in, because I don't want to put any more alcohol in it. Let's stir up the white, but I do want a reddish, orangish color. So I think the alcohol will still do its thing with the reaction, but I do want a brighter colour. So let me see what I've got. I've got this one. I don't know its name. It was sent to me by Susanna from Resin Expressions. It's just a sample one she sent me, so I'm not quite sure what its name is. I'll just put, it's pretty strong, this stuff. I don't think you need very much. Okay, it's gone more of a pinky colour really, which, you know, red and white, you're going to get pink, aren't you? That's okay. All right, so there's my colours. Now, can't go with the red, and maybe next time I'll do orange. I've got all these colours I want to try. I think I'll try this one. It's kind of a pinky reddish colour, so let's try that one. So, little tiny bottles, hey. I thought I was getting bigger bottles. Whoops. I don't really want that much. Just want a little bit for my center. So, a little bit of resin in that just to make a paste. I really don't want much because it flies away too much, like it spreads. So, probably that's too much resin. Just enough for my center. Okay. Oh, where's my 2 cups? There's my cups. Right, so I've got the 2 cups and I've got these 2 piping bags. So we'll fold it over and put it into your cup like that. Push it finger through there to make a little point, and then the other one as well. Fold that over. Put the end in over your cup. Push it down. Right, those are my 2 colours. For my 2 colours. Let's make sure I've stirred this enough. Okay, so that one can go in there. So now it has been almost 30 minutes since I finished mixing my resin. Depending on what resin you're using, you will have to wait a different amount of time. Just because I'm, you know, using the Barnes Clarity, I'm going to wait 20 minutes, and then I started the video, so it's probably going to be another 10 minutes before I actually start pouring. So probably, I'd say half an hour, waiting half an hour. And I've written this down, and we'll see if it works, so that I know that I can recreate it next time. When I did my darker pink one, well, it was, admittedly, it was a different resin. It was epoxy glass. Yeah, it was a different resin. I'm just getting the air bubbles out. Let's twist that around. And I waited 30 minutes for that one, but it was too long. It had already started setting up. So it just, yeah, you just have to practice really with your brand of resin. Also the temperature of where you are will play a part. You know, if it's really hot or really cold, it'll set up differently. So just have a practice. That's why I only tend to do 1 coaster at a time until I perfect this and I know exactly how long I have to wait for my brand of resin. There's no point me doing a set of 4 or a set of 6 or a huge one. I'd rather just try and perfect what I'm doing first. So that's the rest of the resin going in there. And I've got my little center. Depending on if this works or not, I may tomorrow do like a top coat with glitter in it and see how that goes. Now, bubbles. Bubbles on the inside. Don't use the point of your skewer because you might scratch your mold. Use the back and run it very slowly around the inside. And that should bring the bubbles up, because the bubbles get trapped in the edges there. And you can, I don't know if you can see, there's a bubble just there. So do that a few times. Get those bubbles up. And then you can torch. I don't want to heat my resin too much, but I do want to get those little bubbles out. I just use my little creme brulee torch. It's got a very, very tiny little flame on the end. It's really not big at all. And again, as usual, there's a hair in there. Okay, right. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Hope it works. I've tried a few times and I've really only got one that was, I think, perfect. I've done a few others that are okay. But I want to keep going until I can replicate it. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Let's put this in the center. And it has, yeah, it's now 30 minutes since I stopped stirring my resin. I guess it's setting up a little bit. It's starting to thicken. I'm trying to make sure that's in the middle. It's a pretty color, this one, isn't it? It's kind of a pinky reddish, maybe a musky color, musk, which is what I've got in here. That's kind of a musky color, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to do white, then pink, then white, then pink, and hopefully end up with white, like that one. But yeah, well, I was trying for red, but never mind. We're not going to get red. Now, where's my scissors? Start off by cutting a tiny little end off, because you can always make it bigger. You can't make it smaller. I'm just going to get a piece of paper towel. And I'm going to zoom you in too. Let me move these. Put my piece of paper towel down so I can lay these on here. And I'm just going to zoom you in. One, if I can, I don't know if I can with gloves on, I'll try. It's not working. I'm going to take my glove off. I can't zoom with the glove on. Okay, it's pretty good. Right, glove back on. Hope I didn't get resin on my arm by doing that. Okay. Now, I'm going to give that, no, I'm going to do white first. Give that a twist. If you've got this dangling down, make sure that you hold it in there like that. But I'm just going to snip the end off. And see how much is going to come out. It should be all right. I don't want too much coming out. I find if you have too much coming out, then it kind of all falls through to the back. Hopefully those are, I think those are about the same amount coming out. Yeah, so just don't put too much on. Don't put it too thick, because it's too heavy and it just sinks to the back and you get those blobs. Whereas if you put a smaller amount on, I think, and I'm still experimenting, smaller amount on, it kind of stays on top, and then when you heat it, it spreads without falling through. That's my theory. I don't know. If you guys know, you let me know, because I'm very new at this. Righto, here we go. And just go around like so. Now I'm going to change colours. Tuck that in. Now I'm going to follow my design that I've already got with the musk. Like so. Don't worry if you're a bit lopsided, it'll all be all right in the end. Okay, and then with the white again, a little bit bigger this time, because I've got to go right around. And then the musk, tuck it in again. Oops. Oh, I'm going to try and wipe your blob off before you start. Try and keep going in like one big fluid movement. Try not to stop, otherwise you'll get blobs. Okay, and the white again. Might actually have a little bit more room. I might have to go with the musk again. I wanted to end in white, but never mind. Try and take it right up to the edge. I wonder if I've got room to push it. Push the boundaries and finish with white. We'll try. I'll just add another one in there. Squish it in. I've got more room on the one side than I have on the other. Whoops, that one didn't work. Got over the top. There we go. Hopefully that'll be all right. Okay, now I guess the test is to heat it. The last one I did, I heated too much. I do think I heated it too much, so we'll just see how we go. Got my heat gun on low and round a little bit, and I'm just going to gently push from the outside in. Outside, oh, if I can get it. Be careful not to overheat it like I did last time. It kind of all went feathery on the top. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to not do too much to it and see if it'll work. I am a bit concerned about this paste, well not this paste, but this pigment, whether or not it'll still work. But we'll see. It's starting to do its little puffy thing, so hopefully it'll work. Let me just get you down for a close-up. So yeah, when I did that bright pink one and I had all the blobs underneath, I think you guys have already seen that video. I put too much heat on it. Oh, that light. The camera focuses on that blob. All right, see how it's starting to puff? I don't know what you call it. I think it's puffy. The musky colours not puffing as much in a couple of areas. The outside's doing really well, but it got more heat. Maybe I need to put a little bit more heat on. No, I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it. Yeah, because I did too much heat last time. But you can see it's already puffing up. And the colours are blending, so hopefully it'll work. And I've written down what I've done, and also I've got the video to look back on to see how long I waited. But so far so good. I'll come back in an hour and see how it's changed. So I'll see you then. It's been about half an hour, and I can see that some of the colour has dropped through to the bottom. You see there? The top is nice and wispy, but down the bottom I can see that there's some of the paste has dropped through. So I don't know if it's going to work. I'll have to wait and see tomorrow. But it's still looking really pretty. Just concerned about that section there. Seems to have dropped through. Maybe I put a bit too much paste on that section. All right, wish me luck. This is what the other one looked like on the top side. That's the top, and then this is the top. It's more wispy, more see-through, whereas this, the white is more white. This one, the white is more see-through. So maybe I didn't put as much white in this one, but you know, like I said, they're all different. Every time you do it, it's going to be different. So, but have fun trying anyway. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, I'm back. Now let's have a look at this. I'm not really that confident that this one worked. This one was the slightly thinner mix. I didn't let it set quite as long, I don't think. And you can see there, see that little blob? It's probably fallen through. Same there. I can't see the middle, but there's quite a few areas that I can see that it's fallen through. But hey, that is still really pretty. Like, even if you don't particularly like the back, you can have the front. You know, you've got the option with these. So let's have a look. I only filled it halfway, as you can see there. So if you wanted to, you could always do another clear coat, maybe with some more glitter, but I think that's just enough. I don't think a lot of glitter in the middle looks all that attractive. I think just a little bit. Less is more, hey? Alright, let's get that out. Okay, do you like my black background? It's just a piece of black paper. So that you can see through. Oh, very pretty. It is much wispier. Again, it's either down to the fact that my resin hadn't set up a lot, or maybe I didn't put enough white pigment paste in. But I'm still experimenting. Let's have a look. Oh, that's interesting. It looks more apricot through my screen. I love that. That's really pretty. Much more on the back, hey? Well, it's not exactly petal-like. The outside, the edges there are more petal-like. But the middle kind of looks like an octopus with all the tentacles. It's still pretty though. Like, I don't mind it, but I certainly would use that side. That's my preference. So, yeah, more experimenting. But I'm having fun experimenting. My next video that I do, I'm going to leave it a little bit longer, my resin, and let that set for 25 minutes. So we'll see how that one turns out, hey? All right, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my little experiments, and have a go at these. They're a lot of fun. You will just need to practice with your brand of resin, you know, how long you need to leave it for to set up a bit before you start your petals. So, yeah, have fun, and I'll see you real soon for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.